Hi Gemini, welcome to your unexpected reading for June 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and a person, this could resonate with yours or their moon, rising, or Venus sign also. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini. Okay. Whoopsie, Gemini. Five of Swords. Okay. All right. Pardon me. Got my curls. Okay. Shucks. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Oh, fool. Okay. Hang on a second here. I got my fly away. I got the fan on because it's a bit toasty. Like it's just, you know, you need some flowing air in here. And then I got my curls, my hair up, and sorry. Okay. I'm gonna get my little headband on and still get flyaways. Tickles my nose. I can't see. Fix my glasses. Okay. Got this. Ace of Cups. Okay. The Star card. Okay. The Five of Cups. So we got two fives here. Temperance. Three fives. 1, 2, 3. Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. Sagittarius. And who is that? That's Aquarius. All right. Who are we dealing with here? King of Swords. All right. So that could be Gemini. Ah, there it is. Okay. And where's the little guys here? All right. Little guys. Okay. So for the Geminis I'm reading for, this feels like it is a this doesn't feel like it's about work. You feel pretty confident and secure, like work secure and money secure. So what do we got here? What's this Ace of Cups then? What's this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups. I know. I just want to address. I know someone, and I can't remember which one it was, but somebody had addressed like, oh, you're shuffling with the cards up. That's so that I can do this, and then I just have to pick like that. If I could do it this way where I can't see. I think the concern was like I could see, and then I could say, well, okay, at least this one's on the bottom, and then I guess that, you know, but if I do like this, then I have to go like this, and then so it doesn't. It's just easier to do this. I'm not looking for the, you know, the advantageous card here. Just shuffling. What's this Ace of Cups here for Gemini? King of Pentacles. Okay. It says King of Swords. So that could be Virgo, that King of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Huh. Are you having a hard time with life work or work-life balance? You're figuring out how to make this work because you've got a new opportunity here, or you've got either a second chance or a new normal, a reset, whatever you want to call it. But what's this Star card about? It's like the slog is over. What's the new normal going to be? What's this Star card about for Gemini? 8 of Pentacles. All right. This is a 9, right? No, it's an 8. So we got 8, 8, 8. This 5 of Cups. This 5 of Cups here. Gemini. Hermit. This could be Virgo. Okay. So this doesn't feel like it's about work, but what's this Temperance about? Oh, you're not ready yet. What's this Temperance about? You're not ready yet. 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're not ready yet. You're kind of throwing yourself into work, and you're not sure what to do about this. Yeah, you want some more time to think, that's for sure. But you're wanting time to think about this person. So this could be that you're in separation, and you're taking some time, but it's kind of like do you not, okay, do we have relocating here? Do we have having to make some decisions about how can we make this work? Because you've got someone that's kind of temporary or in and out. I don't think this is breaking up. I think this is having to be separated because of distance or job schedules, and something's got to give, and you two are trying to figure out how to do that, how to find some balance here to get this off the ground. Like, is that going to be our priority? Are we each going to compromise, or is it just like you move over here to my city because such and such? Or what's this Fool card about? What's this Fool card about? There it is. So yep, this feels like somebody you met at a distance that you only get to see partially, or the relationship is not what you want it to be or what you think the potential could be. And it's to the point now where it's like, okay, we either have to let this go and pick it up later when we can both be logistically in the same spot, or we got to figure out how we're going to make this work. And so this feels like you two are like, all right, we've come to that point where we got to decide, what are we doing here? What do we want to do? There's feelings, yes. I don't think the feelings are a surprise. I think it's just like we both know how we feel about each other, but if we keep kind of not making each other a priority like we've been doing, this isn't going to survive. We have to, like, this has to be the thing now, and everything else has to fall by. Like, this has to be the new priority. Instead of, oh, I just can't see you this weekend because such and such. Like, you two have already been through that. We all have. And now it's like there's a chance to kind of have this reset be the new normal, or doing things differently in terms of on a personal level for you, like what you're prioritizing. So work is really good. It's very stable, reliable. It feels like for the Geminis I'm reading for, you're dependent upon. You're pretty integral to what you do, and it is gratifying for you. So that's kind of that you want to preserve that. So it's almost like, okay, what do I do about this love that is going to get real stagnant, or just not going to be what it could be, and we're going to kind of be spinning our wheels. Like, and your person's thinking the same thing, and it feels like it's going to fall flat. Like, you're going to need more time to make the adjustments to your schedule, or you're going to need more time to think about how and how can this get done, or what. Like, and it feels like it's a connection that has to be put on hold, not because you want it to. It's just not logistically possible. There's distance involved here, and there's you two not being able to be together because they've got their commitments here. You two have equally the same commitments, or this could be somebody getting deployed, or and so there's kind of a stop start energy here, where it's like there's a potential. You can see the potential that but it's a lot, and you've got a lot going on, and then the weight of this that is sometimes not like a good stressor. It's just like another thing for you to worry about or be kind of sad over or despondent. It's going to take time for this to, but I think you're also, it's like on the one hand, you're strategizing about how could it work, or how, and the answer is yes. But then you're also thinking, is this the right time for this? Like, so you're thinking about a lot of things. Like, you're kind of doing the pros and cons thing, kind of seeing like, should I even be worried about this at this point? Can anything be done about it if I do worry? Like, it's a lot of this. Okay, all right. Let's deck right here. All right, so what else for Gemini? I think too is one of the things it feels like too is that whatever you wanted to happen with work has finally started to get traction, gain ground. So you're not wanting to shelve that to make a connection happen with someone. You're like, you know what? I have very strong feelings here. Love this, but this just made a turnaround. Like, I have a chance to make this back, or to bring this back up to this level, or to I'm needed basically, and I don't want to shelve that. So I can't walk away from my responsibilities. And you kind of would have to make this connection work right now, and you can't, because perhaps your schedule would be more flexible if you weren't so integral at work, but you can't get away. What's this Gemini about? Gemini about for unexpected? What else for Gemini for unexpected? Hi. Oopsie. Oh, I turned them the wrong way. Shucks. There's two. Okay, here we go. So that was the Hierophant, Two of Pentacles. Yep. The Page of Cups and the Three of Wands. Yeah. So that is basically having to kind of have to just wait and see, and you've got other things going on right now, and there's distance involved, and what else for Gemini? Not this Gemini. Knight of Pentacles. So this is kind of things remaining the same, even though there's a lot of mental energy and trying to figure out and kind of going, well, maybe next time, or maybe this. You two still feel like you're in connection. You're only broken up or separated because you have to be because of your schedules and distance and this and that. This does not feel like, for the Geminis I'm reading for, this honestly feels like things are just going to kind of stagnate or stay the same. There's not going to be any forward movement or progress just because it's not the right time for it. And neither one of you feel like you can kind of bend in your schedules or like you're both integral, or you both have other things you have to deal with. It can't just kind of be suspended or prioritized less because there's a love relationship going on. Okay. Not ideal. And so you still, it's like half full, half empty type of thing, because you still have the connection, but it's been tough because you can't, it's like it's having trouble getting off the ground, or you can see the potential, but it can't get there because of the obligations and whatnot. What else? Oh, this could be Taurus, by the way. What else for Gemini? Whoopsie. Hi. Okay. So we're going to get to those in a minute here. What else for Gemini? Tend to the small things, which is kind of what's going on here. Like there's always a lot, and it feels like it's things that just they're non-negotiables, but there's a lot of little non-negotiables that need to happen and need to get done, and that's your priority right now, as it should be. But it leaves very little wiggle room to make time or prioritize for a relationship at a distance or someone who's equally busy. These two said Dragonfly Spirit, Truth Transcends Illusion, and Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being. So I kind of feel like that dream one is part of the star card, like, okay, someday, somehow, someday, some way. And then we've got the Truth Transcends Illusion, which is what you're trying to do. You're trying to see how things are, or you're constantly like having to kind of reassure yourself, look, it's not that it can't work out. It's just this is a timing thing. Now it's just not a good time for this to take off or for us to do the things. We've got a ways to go yet before we can be together. So I think that instead of you compromising or changing to go be able to be with this person where she or he is at, you're having to wait more. And I think it's actually you deciding that, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't keep putting my stuff on hold to go see you or to go visit you or to make it work for us. I can't do it. And I think this is like a turning point. I think that's what this is. I think you're just like, well, I've got this potential with work that could really take off, and I need to prioritize that. I don't want to do it at the expense of the relationship, but I've been doing the relationship at the expense of me being able to prioritize my stuff. So I'm going to shift here, surprising myself, and actually kind of not do anything about us. I'm just going to kind of let it stay where it's at. And I'm going to really prioritize work. And you should, because work is good. You are integral and you're compensated and you find it gratifying, for the Geminis I'm reading for. So you're going to keep doing work, and you're going to kind of get yourself back into the groove of work, instead of the other way around, like trying to make work happen and do work while you're trying to deal with this. It's too much. It's too much. So this is you actually unexpectedly probably tapping out and going, I'm not doing it again this time. I'm going to stay here. I'm not happy about it. I know we could be together if I did this, but I don't want to do that anymore. What I'm doing is important to me, and there's got to be a way we can figure out, which is what you're kind of doing in this reading, to where we can kind of all be. So I feel like this is kind of fact-finding, or like trying to discover new ways, but also there's that meta of you being like, well, what is this connection exactly? Am I deceiving myself? Because it never seems to be the right time. It always seems like we can never pull this off. So is this really even worth it? I mean, there's feelings there, but is this something that I should be this caught up about? Or am I just fooling myself? Am I, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of mental energy trying to understand this relationship, but also understanding the immediate of what you should do. But there's that sort of overarching shift, or that kind of meta realization that I shouldn't be giving up what I'm doing just to make a relationship work. While you're still thinking, well, can it still work though if I do this? Or like you're still negotiating. There's a lot. And I'm repeating myself. I'm gonna stop. Okay. It's very you don't disappoint, and I mean it's very nuanced and it's very pocketed. There's all these little pockets of thought that have all these little tangents as far as how you're trying to manage this. That's for Gemini. So this is you going, you know what? I'm going to sit on this. I'm not going to rush out. I can't keep doing that. This is you saying, you know what? There's feelings here, but I got to figure out a different way, and I've got to do it with me first in mind, and my stuff first, my stuff too, has to be a part of the equation. Okay, so Knight of Cups reversed. Now we've got the Wheel of Fortune on its side. It's unfinished business. It's open-ended. You're not done yet, but it's not really, the wheel's not turning. It's kind of stuck in limbo on its side because you can't, things are just going to stay the same. There's no progression forward. And there could be some volatile emotions here. You could be dealing with someone that's like, it's stop, start, or at least the relationship is stop, start. Because you two are just busy, and you're starting to turn the corner as far as not wanting to compromise your schedule or your stuff or where you're at. Like, you don't want to have to be the one to make the arrangements, figure it out, show up where they are at, and be available for that. You're wanting to shift that unexpectedly. So I think this is a departure from you always having done that before, and you're just like, I'm just reaching a point where I just don't want to. I don't know that I care that much, or that I should care this much. Like, it's shifting. It's shifting. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Okay, Gemini. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your service if you're an essential worker or first responder. And much love to you this June. Okay. All right. You take care.